All right. This is a part of a book I'm writing. You will receive no context. Just know there is a warning for parental abuse and neglect, okay? Sometimes, Antoine was forced to sit in front of the big lazy chair and talk to his father. His father would say it was to get to know him because he just barely knew him. Then his father would berate him for the details. Called communication a two-way street, and Antoine just wasn't crossing it. And if he was crossing it, he was doing it too slow. His father asked him rhetorical questions, snapped at him when he would answer like a child would, spit at him, made him drink the whiskey to put hair on his chest and fire in his body. Maybe he just lay on top of his little brother when his father started using fists. To Rodney, their father's behavior was a mystery. To Antoine, however, the behavior made the most sense. His mother didn't say much about it or anything at all, but she would always be there to watch. Antoine thought maybe she was sitting there as a witness, a bystander that wouldn't speak until she had had enough. Then she'd tell her husband to stop that now. We were getting on her nerves, or something stupid like that. Things had only become far more odd when he was in the middle of puberty, about 15. He, at least, allowed himself to realize he was a little different than other kids. We'll call it curious. A curious little Negro with wide, dreamless eyes and a tiny little low whine in his ears. His hair was cut very low, and he never liked that. He didn't like his house and never ran to catch the bus home after a day of class. The outside of his house looked really nice, like a picture in the magazines. On the inside, there was a red carpet that turned brown, and the walls turned white-brown, and the lights had turned off and never came back on, just sunlight in the window, then nothing. There was always garbage on the floor. He had a specific pile he liked to sit in when he did his homework because the couch was chewed up, and he saw a spider come out the cushion once. It smelled like shit and diesel. He never knew where the diesel was coming from. His mom had given up cleaning and would only appear to him and his brother on some nights with meals that had never been in the stove, and his father was in some sort of twilight. He'd just come and go like a shadow amongst ghosts. Every departure, he smelled like heavy cologne and hair grease. Every arrival, he smelled like he fell into another family's flower bush. Sometimes, Antoine had his brother by his side, but Rodney would drift away just like everyone else. Rodney had only been on the earth for 10 years, yet his eyes lacked living. But Antoine would stare into them anyway. He just wanted time to find something to make everything seem real. He never would. It scared him.